This is The Gorge, the podcast where my friend Sarah and I gorge ourselves on what's happening in the world of video games and entertainment.
The Gorge is brought to you by Patreon. That's patreon.com/thegorge, where for just $5 a month you gain access to not one, but two entire podcasts. $5 gets you Takeout, a monthly commentary track where Ben and I decide we don't feel like playing anything, so we just watch something and talk over it instead. And $2, only $2, gets you literally everything else. It's our grab bag tier. Any additional content that we might make for this podcast that is not the podcast or Takeout goes in the grab bag tier. So that means you get a bunch of stuff. You get like the entire backlog of That's Hell You're Walking Into, Praetorium Pals, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's cool, and we keep putting stuff out. So $2 gets you a bunch of shit, is what I'm saying. And all of that and more, because there's probably stuff I've forgotten, is at patreon.com/thegorge. Thank you.
Yeah. Everything, the content never ends. It flows like water.
Water is very generous. That's that implies a steady stream of content. We're more like a creek of content where there's always something flowing. It's just, it's $2 worth,
Sometimes
like a bottle of water.
it's like a beautiful rainbow trout.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's a boot.
Sometimes you get a boot. And listen, folks, you need a boot. Winter's almost here.
Yeah.
So
Say about that. What have you been doing?
Nothing really. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have much to talk. I don't really have anything to talk about this week because I'm planning for a big trip, so I've been busy with that. My birthday happened, so I've been busy with that. We recorded last week, and I literally have not really done anything.
Just kind of.
There's nothing new to talk about. It's literally just like, well, I kept plucking away at Cyberpunk, and I kept plucking away at Samurai Remnant, but I haven't hit any huge milestones upon which to speak about.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we watched the WNUF Halloween special on the Discord on Sunday. That was fun. That was a cute little movie. It wasn't very scary, but it was fun and enjoyable. Just a little indie movie. And
it had a budget of what, $1,500?
$1,500. Its big hook is just replicating the look and feel of a news broadcast on Halloween night in 1987. It was really cute. Honestly, the most interesting about the WNUF Halloween special is that you can't find this fucking thing anywhere on the internet.
Yeah. It's borderline lost media.
Yeah, the only way... Thank God for archive.org, right? Thank God for the Internet Archive, because they had a copy. But it is not available for streaming legitimately anywhere. It's not even on pirate websites, all your fucking 123 movies and shit like that.
Yeah, that was the weirdest part.
It's not on any of that shit. The only there's 2 physical releases. One is a upscale Blu-ray for $80. And the other is just it's an official release, but it's a limited official release, right?
Right.
So it does not have a lot of money behind it either. And it's just it's so hard to find. It was crazy because I wanted to watch the WNUF Halloween special for our Sunday night spooky movie for all of Halloween that we've been doing. And I couldn't find it anywhere. And then, like I said, thank God it's on archive. It is extremely cripsy on archive.org. It's already mimicking the look of an old movie, and it looks even older. So it's not the greatest transfer, but it is a way to watch that movie.
In a way, it kind of added to it, though, because it looked like someone recorded a VHS recording on VHS.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it was extremely, degraded. So it worked out in its favor. It made things a little bit spookier because you're, trying to see things in the, in the static, and you don't know if you're seeing it or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that was, that's kind of all I can really speak, because like I said, I've just been busy with, having a life So, that's kind of how it be sometimes.
You've been socializing.
I've been socializing. Like, I did stuff with my family on Saturday, Roll Tide. I hung out with other people on Friday. Like, I just been busy. So I don't really have much to speak about in any concrete way.
Kind of the same here. I did one very big thing. But yeah, I've also been plucking away at Cyberpunk. I'm kind of... I don't know if I'm doing the game right. In the sense that, like... I'm trying to aim for a certain, like, goal.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I'm doing the right quests. Because you see those like... And if you go to, like, your character profile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see, like, the 3 sort of, like, quest lines.
Yeah.
And, like, percentages associated with them.
Uh-huh.
And I'm assuming those are, like... endings you're working towards,
I guess,
or something, right? And
your guess is as good as mine.
And the one that has the most right now is like the one where it's like you're making it a name for yourself in the city, and it's kind of leading at the idea of like going out in a blaze of glory. And it's like, I'm just doing side quests because they're interesting. I'm not trying to burn out.
I'm not trying to contribute to an ending.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like, I haven't followed the Takemura quest line at all. I've mostly, like, in terms of plot, like, I guess main quest stuff, I've been following the Evelyn Parker lead. Like, I've been doing that quest instead. And I don't know if that's, like, putting me toward a specific ending or not. Like, I don't know.
Like, I don't want to get to the point where the game is like, and then V died in a fireball. It's like, I didn't want that.
I didn't want to do that though. Yeah, I don't know. I think the game will tell you when you are approaching an ending, because like, this game is not like a, like, it has an ending, like there's no post gameplay, right?
Right.
And so, I guess you can still just keep playing indefinitely until then. I guess, because you got to fit Phantom Liberty in there somewhere,
right?
So, hopefully I'll get to that soon. I'm really close to unlocking Phantom Liberty, because once you finish dealing with the Voodoo Boys, you have amassed like enough rep and basically enough levels,
right,
to go do that side quest instead. So that's my next goal in that game. But yeah, no, I don't know how like endings and stuff work. I guess it's like any open world game where there's factions and what have you.
Right.
And you eventually have to decide on your faction. But I assume you can kind of play with all of your options up to a certain point, and then the game is like, hey, if you follow this quest line now, it will take you into endgame, so maybe you want to go do other stuff first, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to do the thing where you can accidentally, because video games aren't made that way anymore, right? Like, they don't do the thing where you can accidentally lock yourself out of a plot line, right?
Right.
Like, they very rarely do that anymore because video games are expensive, so you want to be able to see as much of the content as possible in one playthrough, ideally.
Right.
So I assume that's what would happen. Like, if you followed one plot line all the way, the game would be like, okay, if you want to finish now, you can. But also, don't you want to go check out what Takemura wants from you, right?
Yeah.
So.
And the funny thing is, though, that it's like, they aren't, like, labeled or, like, sectioned off, Where it's like, hey, you're doing the Takemura quest.
Right.
Like, they intertwine and they kind of, like, cross paths sometimes. So it's like, if I do this quest, which percentage is going to go up?
Who can say? It's all very mysterious.
Johnny's yelling at me either way, so I don't know.
Listen, Johnny's going to yell at you no matter what, so you might as well just make peace with it.
I like when Johnny goes on, like, big rants about corporations and V's just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, literally just like checking their phone while Johnny's just like ranting in the background, just like, that's nice, Johnny. Are you even listening to me? Yeah.
Did you do the quest where you have to go and collect bootlegs of his first concert?
Yes, I did. That's a great one.
That one was so funny, where the cashier is trying to quiz you, and V's like, Johnny,
Johnny, help me out here. The funniest dynamic in this game so far is the fact that this is the main quest is basically a buddy cop story between you and the guy trying to take over your body. Right? It's really funny.
It's such a great dynamic that I feel like it is from a buddy cop movie from the 90s. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it has that exact energy where it's just, he's going to be there to snark, and since no one else can see him, he's got a captive audience of one.
I love it. It's so funny.
It's great. There's a quest you can do where you have to tail someone, and the whole time he's doing noir bits.
Awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
Keanu Reeves is so good in this role too. It's crazy. I did not think he'd be able to actually be good at it, right?
Yeah,
he's genuinely good.
It's funny. Sometimes I don't know if it's just Johnny's personality or if Keanu Reeves is kind of flubbing his lines a little bit, but Probably. It works.
It works. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they just kind of were like, you just do you, man, and we'll kind of build it around it to a certain extent.
Yeah, I am a little bit upset that he is a voice in V's head, because that means he can't directly interact with Idris Elba.
I know,
and I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, but that would also require getting Keanu Reeves back in to record more lines, and they're already paying Idris Elba, so they're probably like, we ain't got money for both of them at the same time.
Yeah, maybe.
But I am looking forward to Phantom Liberty. I'm looking forward to meeting that guy. So
I am looking forward to the next two characters I make in Cyberpunk to do the other two backgrounds and see what other options pop up.
Yeah, me too.
Because playing as a street kid is really fun, because it does open up a lot of really cool dialogue options.
Yeah, I started as Corpo, and I also get a lot of really fun dialogue options and different kinds of flavor text. It's really good.
Every time someone mentions a new gang or something, V can be like, yeah, I know who those guys are.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that stuff. It's fun to play a Corpo, because in the same vein, whenever you're having to talk to other corporate shitheads, V knows how to talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Because they're an old, in the Corpo backstory, they're an Arasaka fixer who basically gets burned, right?
Right.
And so you know how to talk like a corporate shithead as well to make yourself fit in easier. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm very upset that this game is so much better than Starfield.
Yeah, I know. It sucks ass, right?
I'm oh man, come on, really?
God damn it.
Fuck.
Fuck.
It's
fine. Well, I literally watched a Kyle Hill video the other I watched YouTube videos when I'm working.
Yeah.
Kyle Hill he's a science YouTuber. He looks like Chris Hemsworth. He's got long beautiful hair.
Really?
He's gorgeous. Yeah. But he was doing an episode about how space dog fighting wouldn't work. Obviously, it's one of those little cutesy little fun videos.
Oh my god, he does look like Chris Hemsworth. Holy shit!
I told you, it's crazy.
Wow.
A
lot.
He looks a lot like Crimson. He has just the most beautiful hair I've ever seen. But it's just it's just one of those videos about not the physics wouldn't. Well, it's a little bit about the physics, but also just about the logistics of it just don't make sense. But it's
right,
cool,
yeah.
Right. And he spends a lot of that video making fun of how boring Starfield is too.
I have to ask, is he a Neil deGrasse Tyson about it, or is he It wouldn't work, but we don't care.
He's not like a smug asshole about it. He's more like, it wouldn't work, and I wish, like, sci-fi would explore a more kind of realistic approach to like space flight. It's not like a the stars wouldn't be like that kind of thing, like fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's more like, well, this doesn't make sense from like a logistical and like physics standpoint, but there are a lot of really cool things you could do with more realistic space travel, and we just don't have a lot of that in modern sci-fi right now. And
cool.
That's the angle he takes. So it's cool.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a good video. It's a really good video, just about like a lot of different things. But he also was making fun of how boring Starfield is and how it's mostly fast traveling, like a whole video game of fast traveling.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no. Oh no. Even the science YouTubers are in on it. Fuck. Beans.
Well.
Oh, jeez, Rick, we're really in it now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gee, Rick. Starfield isn't very good, Rick.
Oh, well.
Morty, that's not how space travel works, Morty.
Okay.
They got replaced.
Oh, hey, but one thing did come out that you can talk about a little bit.
Speaking of Starfield cope.
Yeah.
I have been playing a lot of Spider-Man 2.
How do you like it? I mean, I know how you like it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm very aware of how you like it.
I do want to point out that I think it's hilarious that Xbox fanboys are like coping super hard.
Yeah.
About like the occasional glitch or like the occasional like clipping in Spider-Man 2 when it's like, yeah, bro, I can't land on New Atlantis.
Yeah, or the game will crash. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I got a 50-50 chance of actually getting to one of the main hub worlds in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you take the bicycle segment way off course and you clip through a train, Peter Parker's model T-poses and freaks out.
And, like, the thing about Starfield is that, like, I really haven't seen a lot of people complaining about, like, glitches and stuff. The thing I see everybody complaining about is the fact it's fucking boring.
Yeah, the fact that by design you have to go through 5 menus to get to a different planet.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, it's just boring. The characters aren't good. The gameplay isn't good. Like, it's all just kind of there. And it's like, that's what everybody's complaining about. That's what nobody's happy about. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of mid. Like the glitches are not the thing. Nobody minds glitches in a Bethesda game.
Right.
It's everything else that they fucked up.
Yeah.
And that Spider-Man 2 does not fuck up, apparently.
Holy shit, that city is packed to the gills.
Yeah, with shit to do. It's awesome.
I don't know how far did you get in Miles Morales?
Not very.
Okay. So the thing about Spider-Man 1, I think I talked about this like when it first came out, but like cool thing about it is that like there's like 10 different things to collect.
Sure.
And unlike a Ubisoft game, you're Spider-Man.
Right.
So getting to those collectibles is not a challenge at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you do things like you take out an enemy base, you sneak around or you go full combat, take out everyone. You do rescue missions, like you go into like an environment and you have to like web up people to save them or pull them out of a burning building. You're getting bunch of collectibles. You have to do little mini games and whatnot. It's every section of New York is just packed to bursting with things to do, and it's like, hey, you unlocked you go collect these little crystals to unlock Sandman's memories.
Oh yeah,
they're all over the city. Go do all of them if you want right now. Just get it out of the way.
Sure. And
then we're going to unlock the Mysterio challenges next. So go do all those if you want.
Yeah, like there's just so much to do.
Yeah, it's just packed. And each one is so much fun and it's so engaging and there's like overlying stories with all of them. The Mysterio ones are great. He's trying to retire as a supervillain. So he kind of becomes like a tech bro. And he's trying to set up these like these like VR attractions across the city, where you put on like a headset, and you go in like a little portal, and like it creates like an environment based on like what your like thoughts and like your likes and dislikes are. But it goes haywire, and you gotta people are trapped inside, and Spider-Man has to go save them.
Sure.
But it is funny because he's like dressed in like a suit, and he's got like a scarf on, and he's acting like a Silicon Valley tech bro.
Is he still wearing the fishbowl?
He does when like the evil VR Mysterios that show up, dude.
Okay. Awesome.
And it's great because the fishbowl design is fucking sick as hell because it's got a big glowing skull in the center of it.
Sure. Oh, that's great. Awesome.
Yeah. It's did you meet Haley in Miles Morales?
Maybe.
The deaf girl.
No.
Okay. So in Miles Morales, one of the people you run into a lot is this deaf artist named Haley. And she has like a few side missions for you in Miles Morales, and she kind of became Miles' not girlfriend,
right, in
Spider-Man 2, where she like passes out missions at the school they go to, and they're all like stuff related to the school. So like she texts Miles, and she's like, "Hey, so one of our classmates is trying to ask his boyfriend out to homecoming, and he's doing this big elaborate thing. Isn't that romantic?" And then even though she's deaf, like you can feel the silence.
You can feel that cold silence.
Yeah.
Isn't that so romantic?
It's wow, a big romantic gesture asking someone to homecoming. Would be great if someone did that for me.
Suspicious.
And then Miles is like, sounds great, I'll go help him out. Like, come on, bro.
Bro, you're killing me. Miles, come on.
And she has a really nice mission where you actually get to play as her for a little bit, and they do the quiet man thing where there's no sound.
Yeah, but like good instead of bad.
But like, yeah, like good. Which I thought about it afterward, and I'm like, wait a minute. You do this little mission where you kind of walk around as her, and there's no sound, and she's dating a musician, and wait a minute.
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
I see you, Insomniac.
But no, that's really great. This is the best Kraven has ever been.
I've been seeing that, yeah.
Wow, holy crap. He is incredible in this game.
Yeah. Why, I guess?
He's Xenos.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like, he doesn't even care about Spider-Man at first. He shows up in New York, and he's, like, hunting villains at first.
Sure.
And he's, like... And eventually... Basically what happens is he sees Peter with the symbiote, and he starts pogging immediately. And he's like, sure. That one's gonna be my challenge.
That's the big hunt.
I want all resources on that now.
Amazing.
Like, his whole thing is, he wants someone to kill him.
Right.
And he's, like, waiting for the one who can do it.
Right, like the big hunt that can actually take him out, yeah.
Yeah. And so it just feels so much like Xenos, like, I am going to fight Spider-Man, and it is going to be the most euphoric moment of my life, and nothing is going to top it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, oh, it's great. He's so fucking intimidating. Oh my god. What else? The symbiote is cool.
Sure.
You get a rage mode, and you just start body slamming enemies and like throwing them around like fucking rag dolls. It's great.
Yeah.
They mix it up so that it's not so much about like it making Peter more rageful. Mm-hmm. It's more like addiction.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Like, he's just like it. The longer it stays on him, like the more he needs it. He needs that next hit.
Right.
It's really good. Yuri Lowenthal is such a good voice actor. He's the perfect Spider-Man.
He's fantastic. He really is just like the ideal Spider-Man.
He's so good at being goofy and sincere and pensive and angry. He just crushes it.
He's just great. Yeah.
Yeah. they've done a lot to mix with the combat. There's no weapon wheel anymore.
Oh,
it's
good.
all
Thank
just
God.
you hold down R1 and you just do a face button, and that is your gadgets.
Okay, much better.
Because they brought it down to you have R1 is your gadgets and L1 is like your powers. So like Miles's like electric stuff is all mapped to that. And then Peter has symbiote stuff, or he has like the spider legs, like the Doc Ock spider legs. And yeah, those are all really, really fun. You could swap out one or the other. Like Miles gets like a second set of electric powers that he could swap out to.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The Venom shock was supposed to be like shock as in like paralysis, like a spider's venom bite, you know? That's why it's called Venom shock.
Right, yeah.
Is it supposed to be like a paralyzing touch?
Yeah.
And then eventually, like, no, he's got electric powers.
We just wanted to give him electric powers. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
In the comics, he makes an electric sword. He just makes a fucking sword out of electricity.
Look,
whatever.
You just want the sword. It's fine.
He's allowed to be a shonen character.
That's right.
Like there's just it's just so fucking immaculate in everything that it does. They fixed the bad MJ stealth segments.
Oh, good.
Those are much better now. You just whip around this city.
I saw the crazy fast travel.
Yeah, the fast travel is insane. You just press the button and you're there. Anywhere in the city.
You literally swing into this, like you swing into the scene, like a scene transition. It's fucking crazy.
Swapping between Miles and Peter is funny because they're always like swapping to them doing something. And like you get a thing where like you swap to Peter and he's doing like crunches, but he's on the side of a building doing them.
Oh, that's funny.
You swap to Miles, he's eating a bagel and a pigeon steals it from him.
That's great. Amazing.
Yeah. The only problem I have is that Peter's suit selection is kind of mid.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
It's mostly MCU suits. And they cut out a lot of the ones that I wish would have carried over. Like he doesn't get his Into the Spider-Verse Peter outfit anymore. But he does get Noir Peter's outfit.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool. But yeah, like it's a shame like to get the next unlock of suit and it's just another MCU suit.
It's just another MCU. Okay. Well, that's the same.
Brand synergy.
Disney said we have to maintain our brand integrity, and that means everything has to stick together.
Fortunately, Miles gets to be like crazy with his suit selection. Like he's got a lot of really cool stuff.
That's because they haven't put him in an MCU movie yet.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait.
Don't worry.
Just wait for baby Miles.
Oh, shut up.
God, yeah, no, it's easily my game of the year so far.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm like halfway done, I feel like.
Wow, you've been really chugging through it, huh?
It's not long. It's like it's like a 30-hour open world game, like to do everything, which is a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And plus we're probably going to do another batch of DLC like they did for the first game.
Right.
But no, it's just so cool to just swap back and forth between them. They all have their own things going on. It's funny because like Peter is dealing with all this stuff with the suit, with Harry, with Kraven and whatnot, and Miles is kind of like doing school stuff.
Yeah, he's just trying to like be the teenager Spider-Man character. Yeah.
Like he's doing the friendly neighborhood stuff, and then Peter is in hell.
Yeah, Peter's just really going through it. Yeah.
It's the one of the first things that happens in this game is Peter loses his job.
Oh yeah. It's a Spider-Man story.
And then just to make it perfect, he admits it to MJ, and she's like, "Yeah, I might be losing my job soon too, so
everything's going great, right?
Super great." And it's like, "Oh, you get it."
Yeah,
they need to both be failures.
That's right. That's how how you make it perfect.
Yeah. Oh, you understand. Oh, it's so good to have a good Spider-Man again.
Thank
God. I missed this.
After all the suffering the comics have been putting you through.
I know. It's just oh, he's good. He's competent.
He's good and he's competent and his life sucks. It's perfect.
He's really, really fucking good at being Spider-Man.
That's right.
Oh, it's great. I love it. Yeah, I'm very excited because I heard it does that thing where it's like the first 2 acts are really, really good and the third act is like, this is a game. This is
insane.
Yeah, like this is changing my perception of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like I heard Red talking about how like Venom fans will be mad, and this is a positive.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Venom Twitter and Spider-Man Twitter are gonna hate this game. Good.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Sure. Because it's gonna be like, oh, well, why can't we have stuff like this all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just the fact that like, oh no, they did the character wrong, but like, no, they didn't. They did it really, really cool. They did a really cool twist on the character.
Right. They did something actually new and different and interesting. Yeah.
I need to like hurry up though, because like the embargo lifted about 3 hours after the game came out for spoilers, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, you know, like 10 minutes after the game came out, it's like the ending is already on YouTube.
Yeah, and people are already talking like, do you want to talk like there's that funny Kotaku posted an article that's like, we need to talk about the secret ending of Spider-Man 2, and then Hard Drive was like, we don't need to talk about the secret ending of Spider-Man 2 yet.
Can we wait a day first?
Can we please wait just a little while? Please.
But yeah, no, I'm just so happy with it. It's all I've been thinking about all weekend is just
playing more.
Fuck. Spider-Man 2 is so fucking good. This game is gorgeous too. Insomniac are they have to be sorcerers.
They're just wizards. Yeah.
They have to be casting actual magic because like no other studio is making the PS5 do this. You have a game you have 2 games that look this good and are they. So you know Rift Apart has that thing where it's like we do portals because like we want to show off the SSD tech? Yeah. There's portals in Spider-Man 2. Of course there are. They're like, the trick is still as good the second time around.
It's still impressive no matter what. Like I said, the fucking fast travel is insane. Yeah.
People were complaining that you can't go into the subway in this game because like, the subway in Spider-Man 1 was to mask loading screens. There aren't any.
There aren't any loading screens. We don't need the subway now. Yeah, exactly.
No, you're good. But yeah, I'll probably talk more about this when I'm done with it. But holy shit. Fucking game of the year, easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Let's
talk about news.
Let's talk about news. Let's get the news out of the way.
Speaking of game of the year.
Oh, yes.
Gollum redeemed new $50 King Kong game called A Complete Scam.
No, this was great. We need more bad video games like this.
Oh my, we need more shovelware, okay? Shovelware is a dying breed.
Shovelware is... But not like... I mean, there is shovelware, but these days it's like, I want to have sex with Hitler 8 on Steam, and it's like a horny Nazi video game. It's not like... It's not just like a bad licensed title that everybody can play and crack up at, right? Like, it's not... Like, we need more funny trash, most importantly.
We need more Shrek games.
That's right, god damn it. Like, absolutely need more Shrek games and stuff like that, please. This game looks extremely funny. I really didn't think anything was going to top Gollum, considering how bad that game was. But this game looks so bad.
That fucking cutscene where they just show a still.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Like, you couldn't even fucking animate the Velociraptor. You just show like a single frame of him.
This game is made on absolute, but it was made in Unreal Engine 5, so you know it's quality.
You know it's got to be good.
It's got to be good. That's right. Yeah. That's how that works.
Just incredible, astounding.
It looks so funny. I love it.
If it weren't $50.
If it weren't $50, I'd say we should play it, but I'm not spending $50. When it goes on sale, like big time Steam sale, then I say we should get it and play it. But I'm not spending $50 on a video game that looks that bad. No.
Right, yeah, no, not at all.
No.
20, maybe.
Yeah, 20 on a good day.
Which, at this rate, wait a week and it'll be on ultra sale.
Oh, absolutely.
Just please, we need to make some money off of this.
Please, God, just buy the video game. Buy it because it's so bad.
Buy it to play on Twitch.
To make fun of it. Please, we don't care anymore.
Next, a dog will become the first ever canine speedrunner at HDQ 2024.
Wait, what?
The dog, Peanut Butter,
okay,
will apparently be playing Gyromite at AGDQ 2024.
How?
According to the video preview, he's just they mapped a big controller and they trained him to just push the buttons on command.
That's great. Oh, I love it. Fantastic.
Look forward to that.
Dog percent. We should start having more games that are dog speedruns. Dogs need their own category on speedruns.com.
Yeah. I love how GDQ will showcase these fucking completely bizarre categories.
Sure.
That don't that have no real competitors. Mm-hmm. It's just like, we found a way to do this, so we're gonna do it.
It's funny because GDQ is a glorified telethon, right? Like it is just it's like the modern version of a telethon. And telethons love to have goofy shit like that, where it's like somebody's doing something blindfolded, or we got a dog to do something, right? Like that's all GDQ is, and I love it for it. So you get to see, like, that's why the task block exists. That's why we're gonna have a dog playing a video game. And so I'm looking forward to seeing a dog, a Peanut Butter, play a video game.
It is funny because, like, as I dive into speed running and like doing stuff, which, God, I haven't played Maui Mal. I've been so fucking long. I need to dedicate like a weekend of just
to get back to work.
Yeah. But like the difference between like marathon strats and segmented strats, where it's like, it requires a different mindset, where it's like, if you're going to be on stage doing it for a marathon, like, you have to train yourself out of perfectionism.
Right.
Because you can't just press the button to restart if you screw something up.
Yeah, because you actually have to, like, just keep playing,
Like, you have to develop backups and stuff because, like, the show must go on, right?
Yeah, you're playing it for, like, a crowd of people.
Yeah. And so, like, stuff that you might not actually practice anymore because, like, oh, I screwed it up, restart. Is your mindset when you're trying to get a new PB or world record. Like, relearning backups is kind of crucial to actually put on a good show for these events. And it's just kind of interesting to, like, see that kind of mindset happen. Like, see it be like a thing you have to practice outside of your regular practice. You know?
Like an important part of the subculture if you're going to kind of do that, right?
Yeah. And even then, like, there's tons of GDQ clips where they're like runs where they're like, yeah, we developed the strategy last night in the practice room.
Yeah, exactly.
We figured out a trick. We're going to show it for the first time ever today.
Because we only just came up with it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, we were up until 4 a.m. practicing, and, like, we found this thing, it turns out. So here we go.
We're going to see what happens.
Yeah. And then sometimes you get a world record at GDQ, and that's, like, insane to me.
Yeah, I love GDQ world records because it's always just like, oh, you had to do, like, an extremely difficult thing while literally hundreds of thousands of people are watching you. Have fun. While
also, you are not in world record mindset.
Right, you know, you're just trying to put on a good show.
Yeah, you are being a presenter. It's like it would be like the if someone actually beat Sonic Fox in, like, a Mortal Kombat thing for charity.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where it's like,
yeah,
they weren't putting their all into it, but you still beat Sonic Fox.
You still did it. So, you know. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for GDQ. I want to see this dog. I want to see that dog. Hey, it's a dog. I want to see a dog.
When is that?
When is GDQ?
That is...
sometime in January.
This will be in person. Oh yeah, it'll be in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think it's January.
Okay.
I'm so glad it'll be in person though. Except for the dog. The dog will not be in person. That'd be too much for a dog.
Oh no, I want to see the dog with the crowd.
No, because then the dog would get distracted and not want to play the game.
No, but that's you got to train the dog to pay attention to the game and not the people. And then when the dog does his job, listen, this is the new. Listen, if you can have dogs playing video games, then that needs to be in the category of the Westminster Dog Show, right? And those dogs can ignore people to do their agility courses. So, you know, speedrun dog can ignore people to play his video game.
What they should do is they should host the event at a place where the dog, like near the dog's house. And then they can bring the dog after he does his run.
That's right. So everybody can pet the dog and tell him he did a good job. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so he can be a good boy.
That's correct.
It'll be January 14th through the 21st.
Okay, cool.
Live in Pennsylvania. Cool. Next, Magic the Gathering Fallout cards and release date revealed from Dogmeat to Deathclaws.
Mostly, I saw these. At least I saw some of them. Mostly, like, I like them, but the things I like the most are the, like, location cards that are,
the lands are so fucking cool.
The lands that are just, like, perfect, isometric. It just makes you go, like, oh, we could have an isometric Fallout game that looks fucking amazing now, and we never will.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the thing I took away from those cards, is that, like, oh, we could have an isometric Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't, even though it would look amazing. Because those cards look great. It's like, I want that for me. I want that in my life.
I haven't played Magic in several years now, because my friend group kind of distanced ourselves from them.
Sure.
I did buy a pack of these, though.
Because
I do like them a lot.
The art's really good. I like them a lot. They're cool.
Yeah. The art is really good. Some of these cards do look really interesting. So, like, as far as like gameplay wise, so yeah, I am kind of interested in checking those out and seeing what I can do with them. Yeah, but the lands, I would love to just get all these lands because they look incredible.
Yeah, I just really want another isometric Fallout. That's what I've taken away from this collab. It's like, you could put out like a budget Fallout spin-off. That's isometric Fallout, and it'd be great.
That's what they should get Obsidian to do.
God, yes.
Instead of New Vegas 2. Or just make that New Vegas 2.
Yeah.
It's isometric. Just
make it isometric. Yeah, it'd be fucking great.
I think the choice of characters is a little bit odd. I don't know why Bethesda keeps insisting on shilling Madison Lee.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Like, she's not a character anybody cares about.
She's not iconic.
No, she's just kind of like a weird side character that was in 2 of their games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, putting her alongside, like, Caesar and Dogmeat and Mothman is like... Yeah. No.
Maybe it's just because they're like, well, we can't have all bangers, right? You gotta have, like... some rare in finger quotes cards that are just kind of like nothing cards, right? It's just
I'm just thinking of like, it's just like how like Mr. House and Caesar and Dogmeat and Mothman and Lee, and it's like, who invited my man Blood? Bro thinks he's on the team.
Yeah, exactly. She is not in the squad, unfortunately.
No. It should have been like Valentine or something.
Right? Yeah, or like
or Piper.
Like Harold or Piper, or like there's so many options, right? Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
If you're gonna vote, his name is Your Dad.
Yeah, call the card Your Dad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and make him look vaguely like Liam Neeson. Like, that's the most that's the most iconic Fallout 3 character, a game that has like no characters at all.
Right.
Or like Von Braun, right? Like he's a fucking guy in all of the Bethesda Fallouts, like,
or Fox or something.
Yeah, Fox is a great pull. He's like the only other character in fucking Fallout 3 that anybody gives a shit about. Like, I don't know. It's a very strange pull, is what I'm saying. You had so many other options available to you.
I appreciate Magic the Gathering doing these like crossover decks.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a Doctor Who set later.
Oh, that's fun.
They did a Lord of the Rings one, which is the most obvious it's ever been.
Sure, like, of course.
That's
amazing that one didn't exist before.
Yeah. I think they did Street Fighter too.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
they do a Transformers one?
They did do Transformers. That was it too, yeah. I want to say they did Street Fighter. Yeah, they did. They did.
Okay.
No, it was. Yeah. No, it was Street Fighter. Yeah. Which is insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very cool. Very cool. I did buy those packs because I'm like, I want that dog meat card.
I want that dog meat. Hey, it's that dog. Have you noticed the theme?
Yeah, dogs. Dogs is the theme.
We love dogs on this. This is a dog podcast. This is a fan of dogs podcast. Literally taking pictures of my dog while I talk to you because he's on the bed with me.
In Spider-Man 2, you fight robot dogs,
mm-hmm.
and one of the quests involves you finding a robot dog that had its memory wiped, and you can train it to be a regular dog.
That's right. You want to have a friend dog instead. I love that.
Yeah. Speaking of dogs, there's a lot of dogs coming in Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail expansion.
That's right.
Viper, Final Fantasy 11 and 16 crossovers, and more.
Mm-hmm. I didn't actually watch any of the live letter itself because I just didn't get around to it. Again, I was busy this weekend. Yeah. But no, Viper looks cool. The Final Fantasy 16 collaboration looks extremely cool. Mostly because you get not one but two Torgals, and I'm like, yes!
The 16 crossover looks like the best thing to happen to 16.
That's correct.
That's the best use of 16 right there.
Very funny that everybody is getting Clive's outfit.
That's you know how many people. Do you know how many Highlander and Rogadin women are going to be wearing that outfit?
Yeah, all of them. It's going to be for like 2 weeks. Everybody in Final Fantasy XIV is just going to be cosplaying as Clive.
The ratio of female to male characters wearing Clive's outfit will be like 70-30.
Oh yeah, it's going to be insane. I'm really looking forward to it. My only fear, I have one fear, right? The one fear meme is that it's going to be all one piece.
God, I hope not. I really hope not.
But like they did it for the fucking Phoenix Riser costume, and
yeah, but they didn't do it for Cloud and Squall's outfits.
Yeah, but those are old and they're lazy these days.
God, that's true. That is true.
Because Gaia's outfit is all one piece. Alice's outfit is all one piece. Like, you know. They're kind of lazy these days. I'm really hoping it's not. Like, I'm really hoping it's all in pieces because those individual pieces will be very useful for fashion crimes.
My character, I would rather get like the gauntlets and the pants and the boots versus I don't really think Claire's the type to wear that kind of top, but all the other bits I would like to use.
They're all useful bits, exactly. Listen, in glam science, you can't underestimate the utility of a good pair of lace-up boots, right? Yeah. You need them. They're important. There's only a handful of really good ones in the game.
Listen, sometimes you have to pay $20 for the Y'shtola outfit to get the headpiece.
That's correct. And it's true.
Yeah.
I paid the money for the sorceress, the Shadowbringer's Y'shtola outfit literally for the hair feathers. That I'm not proud of it, but I did it because I really wanted those hair feathers because they're cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just really hoping this is all in pieces and it's dyeable. If it is both a one-piece undyeable thing, Yoshi P, don't do it, please. I'm begging you.
I will take one or the other.
All one
Dyeable
piece?
or in pieces.
Okay, that's
right.
acceptable.
Like I'll be happy with one or the other because the color scheme for Clive's outfit is already pretty good.
It's pretty.
It's pretty universal.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. So if it's in pieces but it's undyeable, fine. If it's all one piece but it's dyeable, okay.
All right.
Ideally, it'll be in pieces and dyeable, but we'll see.
Because by then we should have those at least those 2-piece dyeable sets, right? Like
that's right. We'll have 2 dye channels.
Yeah. So
2 dye channels is coming with 7.0. And
okay. Well, that's still close enough.
Yeah, it'll be close enough. But speaking of 7.0, new Viper class looks really cool. They didn't talk about the new casting class at all.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming because Yoshi P always kind of like famously at Japan Fan Fest will come out on stage in one of the new expansion costumes, right? And since we already saw Viper and he didn't do it there, and Japan Fan Fest is coming up, it'll probably be the new casting class that he cosplays.
So was it Leonardo? Was that the clue for Viper?
Maybe.
Was that his clue?
Who knows? Who can say?
Was it that simple?
It really could be that simple, and the fact that that they're ninjas and it's another scouting class.
Yeah.
So
was it because he has 2 swords? Like we were racking our brains. We were so close. We were so like thinking that it was gonna be like Painter because they're all Renaissance artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to get as esoteric with it with his fucking Sam Raimi samurai bullshit.
Nope, it's just the 2 swords.
Okay, well.
It's just 2. Listen, don't overthink it. It's fine. It's just 2, because 2 swords are cool.
And especially when you can combine those into 1 sword.
That's right, which is really cool. I'm really excited to see how Viper plays. I guess the thing is that I don't think we know if it's actually a scouting class. It would be insane if it's not second scouting class, because there's only the 1, right?
Plus, it looks like it should be a scouting class,
yeah,
right?
It looks like it should be a scouting class, because it's got the same kind of, like, quick movement shit going. And there's really nothing else it should be, because, like, we've got 2 maiming, we've got 2 striking, we've got 4 casting, technically, because I count Blue Mage in there. Like, all of the DPS, and we have 3 aiming, right? So, like, every other DPS category has it covered, right? Exactly, except for scouting. So we gotta have another scouting class. I'm sorry, so that people don't have to just play ninja, which is a class I like, but is also a very weird class. Also, because if you play ninja, you're basically cheating to a certain extent, because you're always, even if you don't like if you take your healer into an alliance raid, right? But you have a level 90 ninja, you can roll for that scouting gear, and statistically you're going to get it, because most people don't have a scouting class, right? Because nobody wants to level ninja.
Yeah.
So like we got to stop making life easy for scouting class players by like introducing a scouting class new one that everybody can pick up immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm extremely looking forward to that. Dawn Trail is still, everything we've seen from it so far is like, there are coin toss odds this is going to be the most racist thing that Final Fantasy XIV has ever done. Right? like, and we're all just waiting, because they mentioned in the London Fan Fest, they're like, oh, we found ceruleum, and I'm like, you really didn't have to bring back that plot point from the Blue Mage quest. You didn't have to bring back the fact that they found oil in South America, right? So it's not great. So I'm just sitting here like, please. I know you're talking about like trying to be more culturally sensitive, but what does that mean?
Yeah, in this context, what does more culturally sensitive mean?
Like, there's so many chances to go horribly wrong, and I'm just like, I'm praying hands emoji all day. Like, I'm begging you to just not. I feel like to make a good decision.
I feel like what's the most likely outcome is that we're going to be playing it, and we're not going to notice it, And then like a day later, we're gonna go on Twitter. We're gonna be like, oh, that's what that meant. Oh,
yeah. Or I mean, like,
no.
Or there is a chance you're just playing it, and you have like, you ever like play something, and you're like, this feels wrong, and you can't place why. You're just like, this feels incorrect. I feel mad about this, but I'm not sure why. And then you go on Twitter, and you're like, that's why.
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of those situations.
There's so many times when I'm looked at something and I'm like, is this good? Is this okay that they're doing this? Like, it is good? It is okay. All right.
But sometimes you're like, this isn't okay, right? And then you go and someone's like, this isn't okay. You're like, I thought so. I'm not crazy.
Right. Like, we're okay. No, I'm right. That makes sense. Yeah, I get that.
No, FF14, Dawn Trail is just, there's so many chances. So, I'm nervous, but it could be good. I hope it's good. I want it to be good.
I hope we don't have to, like, tug on our collar, like, ooh, yikes.
Playing Dawn Trail, but like frowning at it constantly, so everybody knows I don't approve of its content.
We're gonna live stream Dawn Trail so we can shake our head and frown. Yeah. Be like, no, no,
don't approve of this, no sir.
Listen, I'm only here for the dungeons. Oh, those are bad too? Okay, never mind. Oh, shit.
Well, the new Alliance raid is going to be FF11 themed, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
So I'm really excited for that. It'll be good. When we get Alliance raids and like, when we get more Alliance raids in like a year. We won't get those for like a year, but it's fine.
Yeah. Also, the other big crossover in FF14.
Oh yeah, Fall Guys.
We finally saw footage of the Fall Guys.
I am so sad because it comes out on the 31st, and I will not be available on the 31st to play Fall Guys.
Yeah, I will also not be available on the 31st.
But then I'll also be gone for 2 weeks after that. So like, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the initial like rush of everybody playing the fucking Fall Guys crossover. I'm devastated.
Well, I will also be missing it because I'll be playing Mario games.
That's right. Oh, that's true. Well, at least we can get back to them together. Yeah. It won't just be myself, thank God.
That should be November's $2 event.
It's just us playing Fall Guys.
Just do an hour or two of Fall Guys FF14.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah. They should have put collision physics in that, though.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
It's not Fall Guys if you aren't bumbling over each other.
Bouncing into each other off of it. Yeah, exactly.
They should have put your Warrior of Light in a big bean suit.
With just your head sticking out of it?
Yeah, just your head visible.
I agree.
That's what it should have been. I do love the sheer aesthetic contrast of seeing your fairly detailed, like
normal kind of muted color palette Warrior of Light,
and just in a PVC nightmare.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. It's so fun playing Fall Guys and seeing AOE fields.
AOE markers in Fall Guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Next. 11 years later, Star Citizen Dev says Squadron 42 is feature complete.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true at all. I think you're making that up. If it was feature complete, you should put it out then.
Usually that means that you can sell it now.
That's right. Oh no, they're gonna be like, no, we have to get another $100 million in donations before we can actually release Squadron 42, right?
Yeah. This quote, and I'm sure this quote is just standard tech talk, but like in this context it feels weird. Quote from the article: Squadron 42 is now in the polish phase, CIG said. Quote, which means extra emphasis on ensuring things feel fun. I feel like that should have come before the polish phase.
Well, no, because it is Star Citizen, which is not a game about having fun. It's a game about like living in like the real world, but it's in space, and also it costs, $250 million.
Do you want to be mid-level management in space.
In space, and some people do. That's their dream, is to just be a member of the, the private managerial club. But
you too can oversee 3 or 4 employees in space.
That's some people's dream, I guess. Sure as hell isn't mine.
No, I'd rather shoot pirates or something. But that's just me.
Well, Star Citizen. You don't really play Star Citizen. I don't know why people play Star Citizen. I mean, like,
I don't know either.
I don't know either. I don't get it. Just play No More Heroes. Not No More Heroes. The other one. Shit.
No Man's Sky.
Thank you. No Man's Sky. Just play.
Or you know what? No, fuck it. Play No More Heroes instead of Star Citizen.
You probably still have a better time. Absolutely. And you wouldn't have to pay $10,000 for a ship.
Yeah. Of real money.
With real money. Yeah, that's the important part. Like, they want you to pay $10,000 of your actual human dollars for a fake spaceship. No.
Like, I'm watching a video of this and realizing I don't know actually what you see when you log into this game.
Yeah.
Like, what does it look like?
It's just like a first-person space game. Like you...
Yeah.
It's like a more expensive Starfield, but it's still not done. Which is
at least Starfield
really
got out the
something.
door.
Starfield got out the door, and it's just like, it's a finished video game, but like, Star Citizen is just kind of this weird... I don't even know how to explain it. You play in like nodes. It's not even like a full game. They're just like areas of the map that are finished and playable and other parts that are not. I can't explain it. Star Citizen is a scam.
Looking at this game, so when my buddy Dave was in town a while ago, we busted out we finally had a chance to play with the arcade cabinet my friends made me for my wedding present.
Mm-hmm.
With just ROMs of every single SNES, NES, Genesis game, etc., all that.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did is we just kind of hit random, and whatever we landed on, we played. We landed on a Star Trek game at one point.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like, hey, you know what would be fun? What if you were a captain of a starship? And the game was about you doing all of the micromanaging that goes into maintaining a starship as a captain. What if you had to go to the academy and learn how to be a captain? Wouldn't that be a fun game? No.
No, not really.
What? No.
That sounds really boring and bad.
I want to go to a planet and meet an alien.
Yeah, and like have sex with an alien because it's Star Trek.
Like, no. What if you had to maintain crew integrity and morale?
Well, there is a
juggling calendars.
No, but there's like a whole subgenre of Star Trek sicko who loves that kind of thing.
Yeah,
like the Star Trek ship management game is a huge subgenre. It's weird.
Yeah, and they're playing Star Citizen right now.
That's true.
That
sicko is in fact playing Star Citizen right now for sure. Or they're playing EVE Online, which is another video game for sickos, but is like slightly more respectable, but only slightly.
Which those two games, they get mixed up all the time.
Yeah, no, Star Citizen is the scam, and EVE Online is just for like psychopaths.
Yeah.
I think, that's how that works.
Star Citizen is the one where the company and the devs are the ones stealing your money.
Mm-hmm.
And EVE Online is the one where you can commit crimes in real life in the video game.
That's correct. Where other people will steal your money instead, which I think is much more fun.
Yeah, where you can just actually get mugged in real life over a video game.
That's right. You can actually have all of your money stolen in a video game.
Like those cop shows where they do the episode about video games and they're like, he hacked the computer in the game to get someone's bank account.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not realistic unless they're playing EVE Online, in which you can do that.
That's actually just what you do in EVE Online, yeah.
Like you can't do that in NBA or Grand Theft Auto,
or
but
Prince
you
of
can
Persia.
do that in EVE Online.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finally, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link Twitter post. New picture with hashtag KHML.
I saw that, and the numbers add up to 13, because fuck you.
Yeah, because fuck you. And that's it.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. They posted about the game.
But that's it? Like, there's tweet. No, like... Well, what does KHML mean?
Missing Link. It's
Missing
the mobile,
Link? Okay,
the mobile
but, like...
game that's coming out, ostensibly.
But, like, there's no, like, trailer or anything?
No, just screenshot.
They're just like, hey, just wanted to remind you that this game exists.
So they posted that, and I'm looking at the Twitter account right now, and their last tweet was December 18th, 2022. The trailer that announced KH4 and Missing Link came out in April of last year. And I think this is the first time they've mentioned Missing Link since.
Okay, Square Enix. Did you guys forget that video game existed or something?
I'd really like to learn more about Kingdom Hearts 4 or Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. I think it would be nice to get information about those games.
Those video games that you announced. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool if you would tell us more.
I would like to hear about it.
Uh-huh.
Could you please tell me more about these games?
No, because they don't have anything more about those video games. I'm sure of it. Like,
I'm sure they're spending too much time on FF7 and stuff, but like,
yeah,
that game's coming out in like 4 months or so. So, chop, tell me something about Kingdom Hearts now.
Maybe we'll get something about Kingdom Hearts at the Game Awards.
God, I would like that.
It'd be really nice.
I was sure we'd get something at TGS, right? Like, I was like positive. Like, it's been over a year. They gotta at least be like, hey, we're working on it, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of feel like that KH4 demo was just like vapor. Like the trailer they showed. Yeah. I don't know how real it actually was, right? Like,
well, the thing that gets me is that they said, like, Nomura has been on record multiple times saying we announced KH3 too early.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, one of the biggest things was we announced that game way too early, and that's why it felt like it had such a long dev time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I would assume they wouldn't make the same mistake twice.
No, I would assume that Square Enix would make the same mistake twice. Absolutely. Square Enix loves to make the same mistake over and over and over again, forever. That's like their favorite thing. Remember, they also did that for the Final Fantasy VII Remake itself. Like, they announced that game and then had to restart development as well. The same way they had to do it with Kingdom Hearts 3. I 100% believe some, like, asshole executive at Square Enix was like, you got to show something about Kingdom Hearts 4. We need something for like an earnings call. And Nomura was like, okay. And then they put something together, and then like, it was way too soon. It was way too soon.
Too soon.
But like, they basically like, like Nomura is an influential guy at Square Enix, but he's not like in charge.
Yeah.
Right? It was probably somebody else. Yeah, it was probably somebody else who was like, no, you gotta have something here for Sizzle, right? To make a line go up. So I mean, like, we might get more Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff at the Game Awards, but I would not be surprised if the next time we hear about like Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff is in like June of next year during like the like Summer Games Fest or whatever, right? Like, it's probably still a while out before we actually hear anything.
I just really hope it's sooner than that.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't have, because right now they're in the middle of their FF7 Rebirth like media blitz, right? Like,
right.
They're not going to want to take any attention off of that whatsoever, because it's like, especially after Square Enix had a rough year for earnings because of like the flop of Forspoken and other millstones around their neck. Not even FF16,
well,
which is...
I mean, FF16 not mitigating that damage to the extent they hoped it would.
Yeah, exactly. Like, FF16 didn't flop by any measure, but,
No.
I didn't get them out of the red the way they were really hoping it would.
It was not the runaway success they were kind of banking on.
Right, and so, they are now banking on FF7 Rebirth to be that. So, I wouldn't be surprised if, for now, they are just in full-on get the hype train going as hard as possible for Rebirth so they can make more of that money back.
Well, then make a KH4 trailer that shows off Cloud, and then there you go.
That's right. And then you're just like, oh, we've got Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts again. Then that'll do it. I love that.
You're like, oh yeah, there they are. He's back. It's Cloud. Well, hey, buy his new game. It's coming out.
That makes sense to us. But we aren't executives at Square Enix. Some of the most notoriously stupid people on the planet. Just
show me the fucking Moana world already.
I know it exists. I know you're going to put it in there.
I know that movie was made to be in Kingdom Hearts.
That's right. I know you're going to put it in. And get the Rock for real. Don't get a sound Don't get a sound alike. Get the actual Rock.
They can't afford the Rock for 15 minutes of dialogue.
No, I know. It's going to be so expensive. They are absolutely going to find a sound alike.
They're gonna get fucking... They're gonna get Corey Burton to do it.
Yeah, they are.
Every
sound
deep,
alike.
Every deep voiced sound alike. It's Corey Burton again.
It's just Corey Burton. We didn't have the money for anybody but Corey Burton. Yeah. Oh god.
And that's about it.
Oh wow.
Not a whole. It was just a week, so we didn't have time to gather up a whole bunch of stuff. Sure. Plus, not really a whole lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. This is a kind of quiet part of the news cycle. As just games are coming out and kind of everybody gearing up for the end of the year. So yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone's holding off until December.
Yeah, that's when things will start kind of popping off again. Game Awards is December 7th this year.
Ooh, that's early.
So I think I saw that on Jeff's Twitter. It's either the 7th or the 9th, one of those days.
That feels earlier than usual.
It's a little bit earlier, but not too much more. I'm still on the fence if I'm going to watch that. I know I've been swearing up and down that I won't, but also it's just kind of fun to stream it and bitch about it. So we'll see.
That's what I was when we talked about last year, immediately being we're never doing this again. 10 minutes after we got off that call, I was it was fun though.
It's fun to make fun of how bad it is, for sure.
It is fun to just hang out. So
and talk shit about how much the Game Awards suck. So maybe this year will be good. So we'll see if I tune into it or not. Who knows?
You realize we haven't seen anything about Hades 2 since last year?
No, I am very aware. Trust me. I really would like to see more about that game.
Or Transformers. We haven't seen fucking anything.
Transformers
they
Reactivated
toys.
I don't think that game is real.
They announced some fucking toys. They announced the Bumblebee and Starscream 2-pack.
Yeah,
that Starscream looks really good.
That Starscream does look really good. But I'm worried that game isn't real. So, who knows? Who can say? We'll, maybe we'll watch the Game Wars and get updates about all that shit.
Maybe.
Jeff will be like, I'm back with updates. I promise they're real.
And we have bodyguards this time to keep people off the stage.
To keep the weirdos off the stage.
Who shouldn't be here.
Jeff took that kid out back and shot him.
That's not happening this time. Like you said, he's gonna pull out a gun.
Yeah, he'll just kill somebody on stage if they try and rush the Game of the Year winner this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how it's gonna be. He'll just actually take out a gun and kill somebody on stage, and to prove a point, right? To send a message, be like, "Don't do it. You will die." Jeff Keighley don't fuck around. Gaming Pope don't fuck around.
He's gonna give the gun to Gonzo. And Gonzo will pull the trigger.
Gonzo will pull the trigger, Gonzo. Yeah. Gonzo would do it with glee as well.
Oh, and a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. You'd give him the gun and he'd shoot before you even had to say anything. Yeah.
All right. That'll do it for us. Yep. Thank you to Broke Free for your background music. You can follow me on Twitter at thegorgepodcast. We all say at radioinactivity. You can email us at thegorgepodcast@gmail.com. And hey, join our Discord and join our Patreon and do both.
That's right. Do both. If you do both, if you join our Patreon and then join our Discord, our Disgorge, if you will, You get a fun little icon next to your name. Join our Discord and just like play video games with us and watch movies with us. Come December, we're gonna do like weird Christmas movies and shit. So like we're talking like the live action Yakuza movie and stuff like that. Like Christmas, like movies set at Christmas. We're not doing Die Hard. We're doing cooler things than that. We're gonna do Tokyo Godfathers, which is a great movie. So yeah, join the Discord, come watch movies with us, come hang out with us. It's a good time. It's very chill, fun Discord.
We do occasionally do private streams where we just stream the game and then whoever pops in, but it's not broadcasted anywhere. It's just, hey, I'm going to play this game, want to watch it. There we go.
Yeah. It's just a good place to kind of hang out and chill. So yeah.
We do treasure maps at FF14. We do alliance raids at FF14. Just, hey, yeah, come hang out with us.
Yeah. So join our Discord. That's the most important part. So
yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
What do you got? Do you got anything? I didn't feel very strongly about anything this time.
Man, fuck this no news for Kingdom Hearts bullshit. Like, come on!
Yeah, that'll do it.
You announced the game in April of 2022 and we haven't heard fucking shit for dick.
Has it really been since April of 2022?
It was basically a birthday present for me to get nice. Kingdom Hearts news.
Well, maybe you'll get another birthday present this year.
I thought I was going to get one last year.
I know.
But I didn't.
I know. I'm sorry. Maybe 2024 will be the year for because it's 2024 Kingdom Hearts 4.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, 2024 would be Kingdom Hearts 3 came out in 2019.
That's 5 years. That's a decent dev cycle.
That's a pretty good dev cycle. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, that's a totally respectable dev cycle. Yeah. If they like gave us news in like early 2024 for like a late 2024 release, like 5 years is a totally respectable dev cycle. It's a perfect way to kind of stave up because like we won't get the third part of the Final Fantasy VII remake until
25 at least.
No, it'll be 26. Like it's definitely not until like early 2026 that we'll get the last part. And maybe even 27. Like there's a huge chance it'll be 2027 with the way Square Enix dev times can kind of be.
Yeah.
So they're gonna need another big release to tide them over until then, and they'll get an injection of cash from Dawn Trail. That'll be a big deal.
Yeah.
And then after that, we won't get anything like any of the big because like there's not gonna be another Final Fantasy for a while, almost certainly.
Not another numbered title.
Yeah, we won't get another numbered Final Fantasy for another 3 or 4 years with just the way dev especially because again Square Enix is very foolishly going all in on the AAA thing. So like they want to make a big AAA game. It's going to be another 3 or 4 years, so 3 to 5 years before we get another Final Fantasy. So in the meantime, they're going to need another one of their big titles that makes a lot of money to come out. So it makes sense for like end of 2024 to early 2025 for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. That's like
I feel that's smart.
Yeah, that's like my prediction is like maybe early 20 like March cuz like we've got FF7 remake coming out in February. So like March of 2025 is not unreasonable. I could see that. Or late 2024, right? Mm-hmm. So like that's what I'm willing to say. It's not great. That's still a long time off. But in the meantime, Square Enix has a bunch of other shit coming out, so they want to kind of stagger their big releases. So yeah, that makes sense.
I just want fucking something. Just show me a trailer or a screenshot or something.
Give us the fucking missing link to tide us over until goddamn Kingdom Hearts 4. Throw Ben some kind of a bone. I need
a mobile game that I can enjoy.
That's right. Like all he's got is FGO, and that's good. But like, you need something else. I
need something with Donald Duck in it.
That's correct. Listen, I love Saber, but she's no Donald Duck.
No, she's not.
But they should put Donald Duck in FGO.
Donald Duck should be a Saber.
Donald Duck.
No, he's a berserker. What am I saying?
He's a berserker. Yeah, exactly. Donald Duck is a berserker, and Mickey is a ruler. What is Goofy?
What would Goofy be?
Can't be a shielder. There's only one
No,
shielder.
there's only one shielder. What would Goofy be? Caster?
No. Ryder? He drives the van from a Goofy movie.
No, he would
with the van from
he
a
would
Goofy
be
movie.
What would he would be? He'd have to be like. It would have to be the Goofy, the version of Goofy that does the sports educational videos.
Oh, okay. That could still be a rider.
Yeah, so like he'd be that kind of rider of like he's in like an Indy 500 car or like doing horseback riding.
Yeah, absolutely. It changes by his ascension. Absolutely. Yeah. I love this plan. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. There you go. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.